Hi, and welcome to the Holly C Podcast, a show about expressing your brilliance with ease and flow. I'll show you how to take the woo-woo out of the clouds and apply it to real life for effortless action. This show is for world changers and future world changers, so if you know there's more to life and you're wondering what's next, this is your show. Hi, I'm Holly, your host. I'm a speaker, author, teacher of health, vitality, and spirituality, and a dragon spirit guide. Today's episode, we are doing something unusual. Woohoo! Well, you see, usually what happens is we have a topic, and then I share about the topic, or we go into the dragon spirit space to explore the topic. But today, I have a message direct from the universe to share with you. So when I connect with the dragon spirit space, it's not like I'm connecting with an entity or spirit outside of myself. Dragon spirit is something that everybody has within themselves. It is your connection to the universe. So when we go into the dragon spirit space in a dragon spirit meditation, what we're doing is creating a space where the mind can quiet so that you can gain your own insights and clarity and receive wisdom from the universe. So it's quite rare for me to directly pass on messages from the universe. And the reason why is because if you're not in that space to receive it, if your mind is acting as the gatekeeper, then whatever information you receive, it's not going to be put to use. So it's kind of like having a bookshelf full of books, and you have all these books and you collect all these books, and there's all this wisdom and great advice in the books, but you don't actually follow it because your mind is the gatekeeper. It's taking in the information, it's collecting the knowledge, but it's not actually putting it into action because the mind wants to keep things the same. The mind has its own resistance. The mind creates blocks like procrastination or forgetfulness. But when you're in dragon spirit space, the mind is quiet and the heart and soul are listening. Your heart and soul are listening. And when you have a realization yourself, it is much more powerful and you're much more likely to act on it. So today, the message is especially for those of you, yes, you listening right now, who want to make the world a better place. You may not know where to start. You may have so many places to start because there's so many things that you want to improve. It may seem hopeless because there's so many things that need addressing. You may feel discouraged at times. You may feel overwhelmed. You may feel unsure. You may feel afraid. This message is for you. Now, it's actually a message that I channeled and passed on to some of my students who are enrolled in my Soul Business Fundamentals program. So SOUL, not the usual SOLE that I teach when I teach about Chinese reflexology. Soul Business Fundamentals is a program for world changers and future world changers to grow their heart-centered business that is intended to change the world and make the world a better place and uplift humanity, and also the entrepreneur herself or himself. So I had a Q&A session with students from this program, and this very powerful message came through when we were in the dragon spirit space together. And ever since this Q&A session last week, I have been hearing the message from the universe, message, with respect to this podcast episode. And so my mind thought, okay, well, I should also receive a message for listeners. What message is there for listeners? But I kept hearing message. And then I realized what the universe wanted me to do was to share the message from the Q&A session. So you're going to hear the recording of the Dragon Spirit Space, the live channeling, which is now recorded. So I will mention that because it was live and streaming over the web, the audio quality won't be the same as what you're hearing right now, but this message is so important for you to hear right now. You will find it very uplifting for yourself, very inspiring, and it will help you to pursue that which you are meant to accomplish and achieve in this world, the gift that you are meant to share with humanity. So, without further ado, here is the recording of the Dragon Spirit session from last week. Take a moment now, interesting. If you wear glasses, I'm being directed to ask you to take your glasses off and just cover your eyes with your palms right now. So fingertips pointing up, and place your palms over your eyes and just relax your eyes, and not just your eyeballs, but awareness to the area surrounding your eyes, like your cheekbones where your base of your palm might be resting, maybe the temples where your thumbs might be resting, your eyebrows and forehead where your fingers are resting. And then allowing the relaxation to go from forehead to top of head, back of head, base of skull, neck, shoulders, dropping your shoulders, relaxing your chest, allowing your chest to expand. Breathing deep into your belly, expanding your diaphragm, imagining the energy going down to the very tip of your tailbone. And then place your hand on your heart right now, any hand. And just allow yourself to feel the rise and falling of your chest from your breath. Allow the rib cage to expand, relaxing again your head, your neck, your temples, your jaw. And we're going to enter the dragon spirit space by taking 3 dragon breaths. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you feel like letting out a sigh or sound, go ahead and do so as you breathe out. So let's begin. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. And once more, in through your nose and breathe out. Normally, the universe is not so direct in communicating like messages through me, but the words that want to come through are, kudos to you and reassurance. Reassure, be reassured that the universe has got your back, that we are guiding you and supporting you. We are there for you. We ask that you, when you are in your mind, to place your palms on your eyes and to relax. Just like you did at the beginning where you relaxed your head, your forehead, your temples, especially your temples and your jaw. Think of relaxing things like ridiculous things to relax. Each time you do this, think of relaxing things like your nose hair, relaxing the 3rd eyelash on your eye, relaxing the pimple on your cheek. Think of the most ridiculous things to relax, and it will help you to lighten up the mind's seriousness, where to some degree, some of you will even burst out laughing out loud because you'll have to get more and more creative each time you place your palms on your eyes to relax, to help you get out of your head. And you will, the laughter, the ridiculous thought, it's utilizing your mind in order to get out of your mind. So you see, when you try to use your mind by thinking yourself out of thinking, it is difficult. But if you find yourself a distraction that is simply childish, playful, silly, ridiculous, then you're putting your mind to work. So it is helping to distract the mind, helping to release the mind's hold on you. And it's a tamping down of your heart and soul. And it's the playfulness that helps you to reconnect with that inner child and with that inner guidance. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Now, you know too that breath work helps you to reconnect with your body and get out of your head. But some of you, because your mind is so clever, so analytical, have found a way to turn breath work into a mind exercise where you are over analyzing how you breathe. Don't do that. Breathe in through your nose. Now you're trying not to analyze. And breathe out. May we suggest what we have suggested many times is not to pay attention to the breathing, but to pay attention to the space in between the breaths. It is a different way of being aware of breathing, one that you do not do so often. So your mind has not yet created those grooves and habits and patterns of taking over. Breathe in through your nose, awareness of the space in between, and breath out. Awareness of that stillness between the breaths. And see how it's different that way. But play is so important for you when you are very much in your head. And it is play from the perspective of a child, not play from the perspective of an adult pretending to be a child. Go back to go back to sorry, there's a phone ring. We'll wait for the call to pass. It is not an accident that the phone started ringing at this time. The mind is very powerful in creating and manifesting distractions and in taking you away from those activities that may take you away from thinking. The mind has become king of the hill or queen of the castle and wants to continue being in charge because it sees that it has done a good job of keeping you alive, keeping you safe, protecting you from childhood wounds, from hurts, from pain. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. So it does not want to relinquish its role because it sees itself as the protector, as the guide. And now you are introducing a new guide, one that has always been with you, your inner guidance. So it's like bringing in a new dog when there's already an old Fido established in the home, and now there's this new puppy, and the old dog wants nothing to do with the new dog. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out. But with exposure, the two dogs get to know each other, and lo and behold, the old dog starts to play with the puppy. The old dog has companionship with the puppy. They start to get along. They start to snuggle and sleep together, and they become best friends. So too will your mind, heart, and soul all align. But it is a matter of willingness of the mind to start the process. Unlike a dog where you have no control over your master bringing home a new dog into the household, your mind's a good gatekeeper. But your mind, to some extent, knows its own limitations as well. It is able to see those because of its ability to be so analytical. It can see its own shortcomings. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. So there is a grain of willingness to see what the heart and soul can bring to your life. The easiest way for you to have your mind take a vacation to enable that to happen is to play. Go back to childhood. What toy did you want? What drawings did you like to do? What creative things did you do? What physical movements did you enjoy? And bring that into your life. We would suggest right after this Q&A session. I know. Do it before your mind comes up with excuses. When you get off this call, it will be fresh in your mind to try something. And before you can talk yourself out of it, you just go do it. And it is the act of just going and doing it, which is going to help move you forward. It is not doing the thing that will help, but it's doing the doing, if you understand what I mean, that you're not hesitating, that you're just going to seize that moment, you're going to take that leap, and you're going to do the thing, and you're going to feel ridiculous, and know that that's good, because we want you to feel ridiculous, because it makes you laugh out loud at yourself. So on that note, we're going to exit the Dragon Spirit space. I'm going to ask Holly to keep the sign off short. Don't even switch to the video. Just sign off and ask people to play. So we're going to exit Dragon Spirit space with 3 dragon breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's begin. Hand on your heart. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out. Again, in through your nose. And out. And again, in through your nose. And out. Hey, it's Holly back on the podcast after the recording of the Q&A. So, you heard the direction, so this should be a short sign-off. So I'll just say thank you so much for listening, and Universe is telling me to let you know that, more channeled direct messages will be coming. Okay, very interesting. But the main thing to communicate right now is to go play. Go find that one thing that you enjoyed doing as a kid and do it right after you listen to this episode. So thank you again for listening. I'm Holly, signing off for now until we reconnect again. Bye.